While in the merry month of May.
Hi guys, welcome. This is Guardian training now. The second video. Warrior almost first. Basically it's just basic training for Guardian. WvW, raids, guild raids, or just general WvW. Alright, firstly we'll go through the weapon skills and the utility skills, like last time. You should check out all the other classes as well. I'll go through 4 of them. It'll be Guardian, Warrior, Necro and Ellie. 4 main raid classes. You should check out all the videos, make sure you know what each class is doing, what each class is traded to, and what each class can do. Firstly we'll go through weapon skills. Alright, firstly the greatsword. The auto attack on a greatsword is pretty nice. It's quite a lot of damage to be honest, quite fast as well. And you'll see each last attack, Vengeful Strike, you see at the bottom, it applies might. For each foe you strike, that is, so remember that in a guild raid, you're probably striking about 3 or 4 at least. That's 4 stacks of might. Very, very useful. This, high damage, very nice whirl, a lot of damage going off. I'll show you when to use that. You've got a leap of blindness as well. Very nice. Only 600 range, but still very useful. This, it's alright to be honest. Nice bit of retaliation. A lot of damage though in the main stack, but it does root you. It roots you for about like almost a second to be honest. This main pull on the Guardian Greatsword, you'll see in a minute. You pull about 5 enemies in. You can then pull them in, then whirl as well. This is the main skill of the spike, or whatever you want to call it, the bomb. Staff skills, staff auto attack 600 range. It's a nice bit of range attack for staffs. This is very, very underused. Orb of Light. If you blast it, it gives area healing, 1k healing. Very, very underused. Symbol of Swiftness, obviously we won't allow that. Swiftness nimble, but it does do damage as well. It's a light field. With these light fields, it's very annoying if you get it on a water field or any other field that the raid is trying to combo it. Obviously the Empower, everyone knows the Empower. Does root you for 3 seconds. You can dodge and escape it, but it does waste a dodge. But it's a very nice heal. 2k heal, that's AoE, and obviously the might is incredible. Line of Warden, obviously very known skill as well. Line of Warden in the back. Show you how to use that in a second, where to use it anyway. For the utility skills and the healing skill, Shelter is probably the most useful for a WvW raid. 2 seconds of block. Obviously you'll see you actually get might for blocking as well. 2 seconds of block. Nice 5k healing, but you'll be on the water fields and you'll be on the restacks, so you'll be getting a lot of healing. So you don't need that much burst heal, I should say. Stand your ground, obviously stability. Everyone needs stability. Most useful shout in a raid ever. In the melee train with the commander calls for stability, make sure you pop that one. Obviously it's straight towards converting conditions to boons and your rune, which we'll go through in a minute. I'll skip that for a second. Hold the line, protection and regen, quite nice. It could be swapped for something else, maybe, if the raid needs it, but this is a general meta. 2 shouts. Clear conditions. Altruistic healing as well. Seeing the traits in a minute. Very, very nice. This one, Signated Judgment. 10% incoming damage. 10% less that is. And it breaks stun. You could use it for someone else. If your raid doesn't need a consecration skill like a shelter or a reflection or anything like that, I just generally take that if no one asks for you to take anything. Quite nice, no break stun, and 10% damage decrease. It's nice. Obviously, tomes, the books, whatever you want to call it, you get constant protection while using it. Lasts for 20 seconds. It's got an alright cooldown actually, but only lasts for 20 seconds. A lot of healing and a lot of boons. I'll show you how to use that actually. I'll show it now. It takes 1 second to pull out. When you're using it, use skill 3 first. Protection, regen. See, that's our allies. All that. All protected, all regened. This is the area healing. If you're on the commander, make sure you keep using this. The trick is hold your right mouse. Hold your right mouse like that, so you can move around with it, and you can keep spamming it in front of you, just so you can get it, and you can be just behind the commander, and everyone gets healed. Quite a nice tactic. I make this quite quick, this video. So runes, soldiers' runes again. The workers, the warriors, and the guardians. A lot of condition clearance. You'll be seeing that's a lot of clearance, a lot of conditions to boon. Sorry. For sigils, same sigil with stamina, which I'll go through your trait in a minute, which makes it really overpowered. Perception, so I just check anyway, and sigil fire that I showed you earlier. Traits. This is I'd say this is general one. A lot of raids like to have 2 in there for extra stability, but it's really not that necessary. Firstly, justice is blind, so these are your virtues, which I didn't actually go through. I'll go through virtues. Virtue of justice should be burning every foe on 5 attack. Every 5 attacks, you burn a foe, or if you press it, you just get everyone gets burning on whatever, whatever. With the trait, this trait, minor trait, blinds everyone as well. And with this trait, Inspired Virtues, it gives you a boon. So each virtue gives you a different boon. So this gives you 3 stacks of might with the right traits, and area blindness for everyone else. This one, healing, 2k healing. It gives you constant healing, but 2k is AoE, so all your party gets it, and it gives you regen as well, which is extra. Should be about 1,000, sorry, extra 1,000 healing. Virtue of Courage, Aegis, we all know that. Good commander should be timing these and popping them out anyway, telling you when to pop them. It also gives protection to everyone. It's really nice. It stacks up with this, so you get about 10 seconds of protection during the fight. That's what it'll giving out AoE. The major traits. Most people take strength in numbers, extra 150 toughness. Can take, where is it? Oh, I don't know which one it is. Probably just take that one instead. If you've probably got enough condition removal. Or you can take that and take a major trait. Obviously, this trait, toughness precision, get 7% precision converted from toughness. There's a lot of crit chance. It's quite nice because you've got quite a toughness based build, so it's a bit extra crit chance. It's really nice. Altruistic healing, probably the main trait of a guardian, because you've got so many boons. You're given so many boons. You're getting healed. It's about 100 health per boon, and with this, let's say you're getting 12 stacks. Each individual might will give you healing. So 12 stacks to 5 allies. You can see how much it heals. Pretty much every skill you use gives a boon, so very important to have that. Next trait, superior shouts. 20% decrease on shouts. Obviously because we're traded towards shouts as well. And they're very, very useful. Faster stability, faster everything. Two-handed mastery. Obviously you can run in staff greatsword or staff hammer. I'll actually go through hammer. Probably think I need to go through hammer as well. Yeah, very, very useful. Just faster. Everything's faster. Your empowers, 16 seconds again. Remember that, the 16-second rotation. This one, pure voice, conditions to boons. Maybe you don't need this. Maybe if the raid leader's a commander, raid leader's a guardian, you can take that. A bit of extra survivability. But it's a lot of extra healing as well. Remember, if every every member of your party has got a condition, that's an extra 500 healing to you. Remember that. That's each shout as well. The minor traits. I haven't really gone through these, but you can read them. Ages when you're struck below the 50%. Quite nice. When you get down to 50% health, you get ages for 3 seconds. Next attack's blocked. Virtue of Courage is recharged when you rally. So that is this one. Every time you rally up, you can spam that again. If you're down a lot, that's pretty useful, but other than that, it's not that useful. It's also talking about the shelter. 2 seconds of block. If you're actually really in the fight, you can get about 25 stacks of might from just blocking. So 15 seconds. Gain vigor when you deliver a critical hit. Obviously you should be critting quite a lot with Perma Fury, with some warriors in your party. You should be critting quite a lot. So that's always nice, always dodging. And you've got the stamina sigil, so when one dies you get pretty much a lot of endurance regen, which is always nice. Keep dodging around. Selfless daring. This is what makes it OP as well. This is what makes that sigil OP. Selfless daring is at the end of every dodge roll, you heal nearby allies. It's not a lot of healing, I'll give you that, but it does stack up. And deal more endurance when your endurance is not full. Obviously, if we keep dodging, do 10% more damage. But it's usually full anyway, because we keep dodging. Can't dodge enough, to be honest. Guild v Guild. If you're talking about Guild v Guilds, I wouldn't take stamina. Just make sure you can't rely on anyone going down or dead in a Guild v Guild, so change up your build a bit. I'll go for hammer. Hammer. Hold on. Okay. Bear with me. Alright, switch to hammer. The hammer skills. The main reason people take hammers is because of the skill 2. But skill 1, nice actual nice protection. It's not that great though. 3 seconds of protection. It does take a long time to cast, but it does rely on you being in the fight for a long time as well, like in the AoE. So it's very situational. But this is the main reason. 4-second blasts. Every 4 seconds you can blast. Just speaks for itself. The chain immobilize. Anyone in front of you will be immobilized. That's anyone, not just the first person, but anyone behind it. The banish. It's always fun to play around with. It's not that useful though. The ring of warding. That's quite useful to be honest. But it is a light field, so make sure you don't use it on like water fields. Trying to be smart and trying to protect everyone. Don't use it then. It's mainly for where is it? Yeah, this one. For teleport and control. So what they do is press that skill. I'll show you actually when that comes off. Hold on. What it does, it teleports you to the target, and then you can ring him. So you go in and you ring it down there. That's during the fight, like start of the fight usually to do that. You'll probably see a lot of good guilds doing that. It's quite useful, but still it's hit and miss. It's a long cooldown as well, so. But I'll mainly be going through staff and greatsword, which is the general use weapons. Sorry. Keep that up. Right, right. For the first push, the general push and the general rotation is we empower up. Moving out in 3, 2, 1. That's why the commander counts to 3. Pretty much everything relies on the empowers. 3-second empowers, or 2.5. And we're moving. Keep up that symbol of swiftness. When we're moving around, when everyone's fighting, it's not so great, but when we're moving, keep spamming that in front of the raid. I'll re-empower quickly. Moving 3, 2, 1, and it's done. Moving off. This is where you put a line of warning in the back. Maybe spam staff a bit before we get into the fight. Then you switch to greatsword. Use your pull. And you pull in, and you use your skill 2. There should be hammer stuns coming in about every second. It's in a good organised raid, so you'll be having a lot of time to whirl. There'll be a lot of damage going through. This is what I mean about the might. Every time you auto attack, these are dying too quickly, but when you get to auto attack 3, see that 2 stacks of might hit 2 people. Shouts. When we're about to push in, this is when we need stability. Everything's about to go off. Everything's about to go chaotic. Press stability. Make sure your party's fine, and then we're complaining about you. Then you can pull in, do our spike or our bomb, whatever your raid leader calls it. This is about there. You can use it, but only if you're pulling out or moving to the restack. To the restack, obviously switch back to staff, re-empower. Your probably line of warding shouldn't be off, but maybe spam that as well. Gives a bit of extra healing. Don't be afraid to spam staff as well. It's good damage. If you're not doing anything and you don't want to be inside and you're maybe a bit low on health, just don't be afraid to spam staff. Obviously keep popping your shouts. That's only a emergency break stun. Wouldn't use that very often. But when I'm talking about virtues, blind. Everyone's blind, so you see that. Healing. And protection and whatever. Oh, bugged. Tomes. See tomes again. And what I'm talking about is hold R1. What R1? What am I talking about? Right mouse. Spam the healing in front of you. Raid leader should be on that green circle, or just at the end of it. So everyone gets a healing. You're hanging a bit back so you don't get the full damage, but you're healing up everyone up. Leaps. Leap away or leap into the target, whatever you want to do. Depends on the raid's rotation. You can mix it up, but this is a general 16-second rotation. I'll go for it again when some cooldowns are off. Alright, so basically we're empowering up. We're about to go into the fight. Moving 3, 2, 1. Get that quick line of warding down. Catch anyone who's not got stability. If they're a bad guild, not a lot will have stability, we can pull them in. Bomb on that line of warding, we can pull them in there. We can do all our damage on there. People we've caught, they've used their break stuns to get out of it already. And we can just smash through, smash through, smash through. That is an 8-second one. It's quite quick. You might be able to do that twice in a push. But then get to that restack. Good commanders should be restacking quite often. Obviously popping your shouts whenever they're ready. Pop that orb, get some extra healing. Spam through, spam through, spam through. Depending on when they need the virtues. Say if we're pushing in, quick blind, and then quick aegis. That means they miss the first attack, then they block the second attack. It's always quite nice. Quite annoying for the enemy as well. And if everyone needs healing, just keep popping the skills. Keep empowering. Empower bomb. A bit advanced to any new guilds, but it's where we empower up and everyone does the damage on this area. We take the pressure. That's the lingo. That's generally it for Guardian. Any questions again, just PM me or reply or whatever you want to do. Yeah, but cheers for watching.